A terrible flu is sweeping the country and many are dying. People are stuck at home. They can't go to school or even church. The streets are eerily quiet and people are afraid. They don't know what the coming months will bring. Not only is America dealing with a pandemic, but the World War is still raging. The year, 1918. And this is the journal of Greensboro's Mary Kelley Watson Smith. Hi, I'm Ghiorsi, Hart, director of the Greensboro History Museum. We have lots of things at the museum. We have tiny little buttons to lunch counters to giant fire engines. We have photographs and books and documents and diaries like Mary Kelley Watson Smith. Mary was born in 1836, moved to Greensboro in 1859 as the wife of the first Presbyterian minister, and kept journals her entire life. We're really lucky to have the diaries from the last 20 years of her life. That includes the World War I period and the time of the Spanish flu. Right now, as we're living through a pandemic, not as unprecedented as we might have thought, I wondered what stories from 100 years ago do I wish I knew, and remembered we had the diaries of Mary. Now, reading those diaries is a little bit of a challenge, but I'm getting there, and I'm really excited to be able to share with you some of what she had to say about that time period. October 2nd. Everything and everybody excited and alarmed at the epidemic of Spanish influenza, which seems taking the entire country at one sweep. Many deaths occurring in the camps, which is heartbreaking. Fanny Barringer, Mrs. John Waldrop, died Sunday night of typhoid fever, which he contracted away on a visit, ending in the pneumonia. Her husband and father are left utterly desolate and in their home. We drove out to the cemetery and saw the beautiful spot where she lay, emerald green, and her mother's grave as well as the handsome stone and her own resting place covered in the exquisite designs. Oh, the sadness of it. Dr. and Mrs. W.P. Beale have gone on to Washington to see their son, Tom, who is very ill with influenza. 13 casualties of North Carolina boys reported this morning from those terrible drives of the Allies in France. October 3rd, my first cousin, Lieutenant Colonel Mason Magruder, surgeon of the U.S. Marines, is visiting in Charlottesville after many years. Margaret has taken the leadership in part of the campaign for Hospitality Liaison for Soldiers in France, a call which stirs every woman's heart in Greensboro and is meeting with a cordial response. 412 sheets, 889 hand towels, bath towels, 1,700 handkerchiefs, and 82 napkins is the amount required of Greensboro. More than 90 churches have been communicated with, Jew and Gentile, Romanists, and the leading ladies of each put in charge. The normal girls responded at once with $50, the White Oak chapter sending $200, and the children 250 handkerchiefs. The Florence Nightingales, who are colored ladies, very willingly undertook the napkins. October 4th. Dr. and Mrs. Beale arrived last night with Tom's body, and he was laid to rest this afternoon in Greenhill. A large attendance at Westminster, where services were conducted by Mr. Hodgin. I'm so glad I got to share some of Mary's diary with you. Join us on the journey as we explore her diaries and the other stuff that we have here, the stuff of history.